Buying real estate in Jamaica versus the USA. What you need to know. Buying real estate in Jamaica is not the same as buying real estate in the United States. And if you don't understand the differences, the process can feel confusing and even overwhelming. But don't worry, today I'm breaking it down for you step by step. Hi, I'm Marion, a real estate agent in Jamaica, North Carolina, and Georgia, and I help buyers locally and internationally navigate the process of owning property in Jamaica. If you're part of the diaspora, planning to invest, or thinking about returning home someday, this video is for you. Let's talk about the key differences between buying real estate in Jamaica versus the United States.
Elevate your life today, the Jamaican way.
One of the biggest differences between buying property in Jamaica and the U.S. is how the transaction itself is handled. In the United States, real estate transactions are typically managed through escrow, title companies, lenders, and agents working together on a structured timeline. In Jamaica, the process is primarily attorney-driven. After a seller accepts your offer, the seller's attorney prepares the agreement for sale, which outlines the terms and conditions of the transaction. This step can take some time, especially compared to the faster pace many buyers are used to in the U.S. So the first mindset shift when buying in Jamaica is understanding that the process may move differently, and that's normal. The deposit. Another major difference is the deposit structure. In the United States, earnest money deposits are often relatively small, sometimes around 1 to 3% of the purchase price. In Jamaica, the deposit is typically about 10% of the purchase price. This deposit is usually paid once the agreement for sale is signed and is held in trust by the seller's attorney until closing. For overseas buyers, this can feel like a big jump compared to what they're used to in the U.S., so it's important to plan financially for that difference. Title and legal process in the United States, title companies play a major role in closing real estate transactions. In Jamaica, attorneys handle the title verification process. Your attorney will conduct a title search to confirm ownership history and ensure there are no issues affecting the property. This step is essential to protecting the buyer and ensuring the transfer of ownership is done properly. The transfer of ownership is then registered through the National Land Agency in Jamaica. This legal process is one of the reasons transactions in Jamaica often take longer than in the United States. Closing timeline. Let's talk about timelines. In the United States, many real estate transactions close within 30 to 45 days, depending on financing and contingencies. In Jamaica, the closing timeline is typically around 60 to 90 days. That doesn't mean something is wrong. It simply reflects the structure of the process, including legal preparation, title checks, and registration requirements. Patience is an important part of buying property in Jamaica. Closing costs. Another important difference buyers should understand is closing costs. In Jamaica, buyers should generally budget about 6 to 8% of the purchase price for closing costs. These costs may include transfer tax, stamp duty, registration fees, attorney fees. For buyers who are familiar with U.S. transactions, these costs can look different from what they expect, so planning ahead is key. What's the same? Now, even with these differences, the goal is still the same. Owning property, whether you're buying in Jamaica or the United States, you still want a clear title, a smooth transaction, and the right professionals guiding you. Working with experienced agents and attorneys makes all the difference. Buying real estate in Jamaica isn't more difficult than buying in the United States. It's just different. Once you understand the process, everything becomes much easier to navigate. If you're thinking about buying property in Jamaica, investing, or planning your return home, I'd love to help guide you through the journey. Make sure you subscribe for more videos about buying, selling, and investing in Jamaica real estate. And I'll see you in the next video.
Real estate, where luxury meets the Caribbean Sea.